I'd like to give a warm welcome to State Representative Marcia Ranglin-Vassell. I want to give a shout out to our congressional delegation. A shout out to all my elected officials, our elected officials. I'm even claiming elected officials here in Rhode Island. I am a proud Providence public school teacher, and I am not taking a gun to school. I'm not going to repeat what is said already, but I want to reiterate that the House and our congressional delegation have done their job. The Senate must step up and do their darn job too. I am here also to declare to all of you listening that Donald J. Trump is a racist who continues to wage a cultural and economic war on the poor and on immigrants and black and brown people. Donald J. Trump and his enablers, because he has enablers too, by the way, they have no problem with children living in cages. They have absolutely no problem denying black and brown people green cards because of what they look like. We need to vote them out. To remind all of us who know this already that gun violence is a public health issue. We, all of us, live every single day in constant fear that we are going to be shot and killed. It doesn't really matter where you are, whether you're in a church, in a classroom just like mine, or just at a Walmart picking up school supplies. We live in constant fear. But I've got news for all of us people. We will not be crippled by fear. We are at this moment, right here in Providence, Rhode Island, and all across this country, we are demanding, we are turning that fear into action, and we are demanding that Mitch McConnell do his darn job. There is no option here. They're getting paid. They need to do their darn job. Let's say that again. They need to do their darn job. Listen, my heart is broken every single day. The first person that I lost to gun violence was my own uncle. He was a police officer. There goes the idea of a good guy with a gun. I have lost my cousins, 2 of them. I have lost my friends. I have lost my students that are on my roster. The first person that I lost was Gabe. I remember when I lost Eric. Eric was a beautiful boy with a really beautiful, disarming smile. I still see his sneakers at the corner of, I don't remember the name of the street, right on Prairie Avenue, is where I used to go to get oxtail when I used to eat meat. I still see his sneakers there. I still remember Todd that I lost to gun violence. I am a survivor too. Thank you for all the survivors that we are using our voice, and we will never be silent. Passing good, common sense gun control laws is a moral imperative. I'm going to say that again. Passing good, thoughtful, common sense gun safety laws is a moral imperative. But let me say this as we acknowledge and pray for every person who have been impacted by gun violence. You all know, if you know me really good, I'm a born-again Christian. But I believe that thoughts and prayers aren't enough. Scripture informs us that faith without work is dead. And that's why I'm standing with all of you to fight gun violence. I'm going to close off, but I've got a couple other things to say. Right here in the core urban areas of our community, and my friends who have lost their children to gun violence, we know that that is caused by joblessness. We know that it's caused by poverty, and we know, I know, it's caused by structural racism. And so, brothers and sisters, we must hold our elected officials right here in Rhode Island accountable. We must hold our elected officials accountable. Right here in Rhode Island, we need to pass the Safe School Act. Right here in Rhode Island, we need to pass the bill that I have introduced to disarm teachers. I'm not carrying a gun to school. I want supplies, not bringing guns to school. Right here in Rhode Island, we need to pass the bill that I have introduced 3 years in a row to look at the trauma that kids experience who face and experience acts of violence. We can do it. So, I've got some homework for you. Ready? Ready? Yes. Ready? Yes. All right. Here is your call to action. I want you to pick up your phone, call every elected official in the state of Rhode Island and in Washington and tell them, act fast, we don't have time to wait. Let me say this. If we lose one person, it's one person too many. I don't have the luxury of not thinking about gun violence every single day. I went to Jamaica a couple weeks ago. One of my best friends that I normally see every time I go, he's not there anymore. He was shot and killed. And so my fight is not just here in Rhode Island, but my fight is really national and international. My fight is really making sure that people have access to good jobs, good paying jobs, and that is why we must pass the $15 living wage. We don't have a choice. I am so thankful and so grateful that we're all supporting each other. Thank you for being here. Thank you for using your voice. Thank you for letting us stand on your shoulder when we're so weak that we cannot stand up. Thank you. The NRA needs to know that we're coming and we're coming after them. So God bless you. Let's get to work.